Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Gachagua TV, the tallest man in Black Africa. For those of you who follows American politics, you remember a vice president by the name Dick Cheney. Dick Cheney was a very, very powerful vice president. In fact, he was the de facto president of America from 2001 to 2009 during George W. Bush presidency. The man would make major decisions. The man would even change the budget, the country's budget. And he is the one who is said to have led America to the war against Iraq. And so powerful was the man that never again in the history of the world have we ever seen such a powerful or influential vice president. Again, why am I saying this? I'm saying this because I can foresee a Gachagua who is likely to be like Dick Cheney. When you look at Gachagua is one person who is very abrasive, is somebody who is very controversial, very courageous, and a fighter. And this is not a man, this is not an ordinary man. Ukiangalia utaona ya kwamba ni mtu ambaye anajua kile ambacho anafanya, ni mtu ambaye analega jambo fulani. And I think when we see him uniting Mount Kenya behind him, then people should know that this is the man on the mission. When the Daily Nation one day, I think last week but one, when they said that William Samuel Ruto is a man on a mission, I differed with them strongly because I think Gachagua is a man on a mission, and he has single-handedly managed to unite the Mount Kenyan people. Amewaleta pamoja hata wale ambao walikuwa katika Jubilee, na tunaona akiwaleta pamoja. I think William Samuel Ruto was shocked when this man was able to go against the wish and the agreement that they vote for certain candidates in East African Legislative Assembly. But he decided to go against the president, and he was able to see people like Kanini Kega na Kinamaina wakichaguliwa. Now, William Samoei Ruto was very shocked because, if you ask me, William Ruto was doing this intentionally. He was intentionally leaving the Kikuyu candidates out just to test the Kikuyus, test how Gachagua can react, and even Mount Kenya leaders. How are they going to act if they are left out? And he was able to react very fast, like potassium. He was able to work very fast and move very fast and save the embarrassment of the Gema nation. Ukimwangalia utaona kwamba Mount Kenya is now bragging to be behind him. In fact, many are saying that he is the current kingpin, although it is something that is being contested at the moment, because most of us see Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta as our kingpin. And even if Jubilee has left Azimio, I think it is just the leaders who have left. The people who stood with Raila Amolo Odinga on the ground are still with Raila Amolo Odinga, and it will be very hard for them to support Kenya Kwanza government. So kile ambacho tunaweza kusema kwa sasa ni kwamba when we look at Gachagua, we can see that this man is the one who was able to remove Jubilee from Azimio single-handedly, na ni jambo ambalo limemshangaza William Samoei Ruto. Na ndio sasa unaona hata William Samoei Ruto is trying to go and hunt in the coast. Ndio unamuona upande wa coast pale akijaribu kuona kama anaweza mitego yake inaweza kunasa chochote. Why is Rigathi Gachagua this powerful? Because if you ask me, this is a de facto king in our country. He is a de facto leader, and he is competing with the president. And if the president is not careful, he'll be outshined by none other than Rigathi G. Why am I saying that he is the de facto king in Kenya today? So if you enjoyed this channel for the first time, this is Gachagua TV, the tallest man in Black Africa. Take a minute and subscribe to our channel. And please remember to like this video and even comment. So the first reason, in my view, is that Ruto cannot do anything without consulting Gachagua. There is nothing he can do. And if we try to do this, it will be disastrous. the result will be disastrous. Ni mtu ambaye hawezi akategwa kwa namna yote ile wakati ambapo maamuzi muhimu yanafanywa, na Ruto has to learn now how to cope and how to live with Rigathi Gachagua. The other reason why I say this is because when I look at Rigathi Gachagua, he is capable of mobilizing the German nation on his side. And when I saw the governor of Nyeri, is it Mutai somebody, talking about how the marriage is not a forced marriage, and they can do without some leaders, without supporting Kenya Kwanza government, I know it is Rigathi Gachagua who was talking. Kwa hivyo ukiangalia utaona ni kwamba huyu ni mtu ambaye anaweza kuwaleta Wakenya, viongozi wote wa Kenya katika upande wake, and he can leave William Samoei Ruto in a very vulnerable situation. The second reason why I opine that he is a king, and very influential king, is that he can impeach the president due to the high number of supporters that he has, because he's the one who is commanding the Mount Kenya MPs and senators and even the governors. Due to this, and even the MCAs, this man can easily impeach the president. He just needs to work with Azimio, and if he works with Azimio and Wiper, the deal, it will be a done deal. Now, this is what I mean when I say he is the de facto or king. The other the reason that we are following, that are making us to say that this man is very dangerous and very influential, and Ruto has to keep on looking over his shoulder, is because unapomwangalia is a man of means, is a man of deep pockets, very, very rich. Is among the richest people in the mountain. Na unajua pesa zinaweza kufanya chochote. With the money, he can be able to rally a lot of support. He can be able to rally people behind him. And it is said that due to his deep pockets, that is how William Samoei Ruto was able to accept him, because he was financing many meetings, because he was financing many rallies. Na kwa sababu pia he also was able to bankroll many candidates in the mountain. Kwa hivyo wale ambao walikuwa wanaenda upande wa Azimio, alikuwa na wareta upande wake, kwa sababu alikuwa na Darahimu, alikuwa na Gweje mwenye mifuko mizito. Again, when you look at Rigathi Gachagua, you see if you withdraw his support from Kenya Kwanza, then Ruto is completely finished. Ruto is finished completely if Gachagua decide to withdraw his troops, because he's leading a very large troop in Kenya Kwanza. That is why I'm saying for sure this is the king. Again, if you look at Rigathi Gachagua, you see and compare him to Mudavadi, you see Mudavadi ni mtu ambaye anamogopa sana Gachagua, and you find that Mudavadi is avoiding Gachagua. Mudavadi cannot even contradict him, and he has to keep on his lane. He cannot cross over his lane. Na akijaribu ataona chamtema kuni, because I think Gachagua cannot stomach this. And when Mudavadi was given his role as a prime cabinet secretary, tunaona majukumu mengine, kwa sababu ilisemekana kwamba wangekaa katika afisi moja na naibu wa rais. Naibu wa rais alikataa katakata, and he occupied the whole of Arabi House. And the man from the Luhya nation was delegated to the Dusty railway station, na sasa anafanya kazi kule. Na ukiangalia tunaona kwamba Mudavadi hasikiki sana, because he's completely overshadowed by the deputy president. Again, when you look at this man, he has managed to terminate his case in the courts. And if you ask me how he has done this, nobody, in fact, it is very hard to explain how he has done this. But I can say that the man is very influential, because not everybody can be able to terminate cases like this very fast. Cases that involved mega deals, cases that involved mega corruptions, cases that were in court for many years. He was able to terminate the case within a split of a second. In fact, even before the government has settled, the cases have been withdrawn, and the hunter now turning out to be the hunted. This is Gachagua for you. And apart from the president who can be able to do this, I don't see any other person, or even CSs, I cannot see any other person. And I think he's the one who helped akina Aisha Jumwa na wengine akina Mithuka Linturi ambao walikuwa na kesi kama hizi. Again, when you look at Rigathi Gachagua, he's the only person who can defy the president. And you remember he was able to defy William Samoei Ruto in Karen, when none other than Kithure Kindiki was destined to be the deputy president, the running mate, and alikataa katakata, and within a short while tuliona watu wa Nyeri wakianza kuandamana wakisema kwamba lazima awe ni the running mate wa William Samoei Ruto, lazima angekuwa mgombea mwenza, and it came to pass. So when you look at this person, you see is one person who can tell William Samoei Ruto no to his face and without caring, and don't see any other person who can be able to do this apart from Rigathi Gachagua. So when I say that this man is very, very influential, when I say this man is the power behind the throne, the man who will ensure that William Samoei Ruto's government succeed or fail, then you get what I mean. The other thing is that this man can easily unite with Azimio, and this would be very, very dangerous because it would make William Samoei Ruto government very vulnerable. Na unajua wakati ambapo uchaguzi ulifanywa, tulimuona katika uwanja wa Jomo Kenyatta, tulimuona Rigathi Gachagua akiwa na none other than Raila Amolo Odinga. What they were talking, nobody can tell. Even today, watu wajai kujua walikuwa wanazungumzia nini. Lakini ukweli ni kwamba kulikuwa na mkutano hawa wawili. And this is now what I mean when I say he can easily work with Baba. And Baba, I think, would be comfortable working with Rigathi Gachagua than William Samoei Ruto. Because what we have now, there is competition for Baba. There is crab for Baba. Kwa sababu unajua Baba is the only person also who can ensure that this government survives. Because if, for instance, Gachagua and Ruto don't agree, I think it is only Baba who can save the situation. Kwa sababu na ukiangalia sana utaona kwamba of late William Samoei Ruto is not condemning Raila Amolo Odinga. He's not condemning in any way. And the only person who sees the shadow of Baba is none other than Rigathi Gachagua. And that is why I'm saying they are now competing. They are scrabbling for Baba support. I don't know what you think, but that is my take. And as I said in the beginning, kindly remember to like this video, comment, and our number is always there for those who want to reach us. And may you have a blessed Sunday. Till next time, bye bye.